Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, welcome back. So hopefully that last work session was a productive one for you. For me, not so bad. I've got a couple of boxes put together. I think I did like 3 boxes. I have to like use a mallet, put them together. It's a whole thing. Never doing that again. I've learned so much from this process. And I got like the covers, the slide-ins and stuff, and then there's things that go into that. So I kind of got that together, and I printed out some mailing labels. So I got to put it all together. I got some other stuff that kind of like go with it and things. So I was putting that together, and so yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together slowly but surely, and I'll get to it at some point. So for this break session, so I'm kind of continuing on from the break session that we had in the first cipher earlier today, where it was talking about Cloudflare's pay-per-crawl thing that they just introduced. And so they kind of go a little bit further into it. And as a quick summary, Cloudflare is allowing it to where the AI bots that are crawling different websites for certain content, now you'll be able to kind of put like a gate in front of that, and where you can say, hey, I'm charging for this information. So do you want it or not, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And so seems pretty cool. And yeah, so it gives the content creator actual like a say in whether or not their content can be used for crawling. And if it is, then get paid, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So with that said, let me share. I'm going to post a link to this blog post because it looked like they put out a blog post all on the same day, kind of talking about it from different aspects. So I figured, yeah, we'll do the same thing here. We'll talk about that here. So share my screen. All right, so this is from the Cloudflare blog. Shouts to Matthew Prince. And it goes, the title is Content Independence Day. No AI crawl without compensation. I think it's kind of play on no taxation without representation kind of thing with the whole Independence Day. And so, dope. All right. So and they also have the post available in different languages. Very nice. All right. I think this is Chinese, Korean, Spanish, and pretty sure that's Japanese because I know these first 2 characters mean Japan. Things like land of trees or something like that. But yeah. All right. Here we go. Almost 30 years ago, 2 graduate students at Stanford University, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, began working on a research project they called Backrub. Still such a strange name. Whatever. That, of course, was the project that resulted in Google. But also something more. It created the business model for the web. Because before, I mean, the web, it was kind of like you had like e-commerce back then. I remember even having like being able to pay by check through the web. It was wild times. But yeah, so you're still able to like buy and sell things through the web. But now the fact that you could make money like from the web itself. You know what I'm saying? Because I think previously it was like you had an item or something, either digital or actually like a physical item, and you're selling that. Whereas with Google, they're making money from the web itself through like searches and ads and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so the deal that Google made with content creators was simple. Let us copy your content for search and we'll send you traffic. You as a content creator could then derive value from that traffic in one of 3 ways: running ads against it, selling subscriptions for it, or just getting the pleasure of knowing that someone was consuming your stuff. So Google facilitated all of this. Search generated traffic. They acquired DoubleClick and built AdSense. I remember DoubleClick. built AdSense to help content creators serve ads, and acquired Urchin to launch Google Analytics. I think I remember Urchin too. I wasn't really into like analytics that much, but I think I remember Urchin to let you measure just who was visiting your content at any given moment in time. All right. So for nearly 30 years, that relationship was what defined the web and allowed it to flourish. Yeah, because it's still kind of amazing that you had a place where you could search for something and then be able to find a resource that you never would have known existed previously. You know what I mean? Because even back then, like it was like word of mouth kind of thing. Like I remember GeoCities or whatever, and like I would tell my friends, "Hey, check this out," or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Here's my spot on the internet. Come check it out. And like, what was it? Like they would have like links to other things. So I forgot what link blog something. I forgot what they called them, but it would like link from one thing to another thing. It was like links everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so, but with this, you'll have like one place to be able to search and come up with a place you never even knew existed before. So, yeah, but that relationship is changing. For the first time in more than a decade, the percentage of searches run on Google is declining. What's taking its place? AI. All right. So if you're like me, you've been amazed at the new AI systems that have launched over the last 2 years and find yourself turning to them to answer questions that in the past you may have previously looked to Google. And for me, I still use Google to look up a bunch of stuff on general things mostly. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something specific, especially like if I'm coding something and I'm running into an issue, I find myself using more AI because I can provide a better context than if it was just something where I'm like, I wonder if that thing is a thing. Kind of, it's like so I can do that. Whereas something that I'm actually working on and having a question about that thing, I find myself using AI mostly for that stuff. Also, kind of like to reinforce what I'm thinking. So I'm like, I think it goes this way. And so I'll use AI to kind of like as a rubber duck, basically. Be like, oh, yeah, okay, that's cool. Or give me like a new perspective that I never thought before. You know what I'm saying? But whereas search engines is just like something brand new, like I've never seen before. Something like, you know what I mean? So that's how I kind of like have been dividing it up. So while it's still early, it seems clear that the interface of the future of the web will look more like ChatGPT than a Spartan search box and 10 blue links. Google itself has changed. While 10 years ago, they presented a list of links and said that success was getting you off their site as quickly as possible, today they've added an answer box and more recently AI overviews, which answer users' questions without them having to leave google.com, which I've kind of seen that also. But I'm still, maybe because I'm paranoid, I still check out the links because it'll like show where it got the information from. I'll still visit those sites just to make sure that they're not shady. So especially if it's something like coding again, and it says like, oh, hey, there's this code. I'll still go to the site to see maybe, I don't know how old that code is. It could be maybe using a past version of something that's changed. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't go copying and pasting blindly. I still go and look into to make sure that that resource is still good. You know what I'm saying? Or up to date. So with the answer box, researchers have found that 75% of mobile queries were answered without users leaving Google, which I can kind of see that because you're on your phone or tablet or whatever. And so you may not have like everything you need to go and do more research into something because it's just like launching a whole new page and doing all this stuff and trying to go back and forth. I can see that kind of being a little bit more difficult. So now with the more recent launch of AI overviews, it's even higher. Damn. So while Google's users may like that, it's hurting content creators. Exactly, because they're not getting the traffic. So they can't like see the ads, or maybe you have a t-shirt for sale or prints or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you can't sell that to them. Google still copies creators' content, but over the last 10 years, because of the changes to the UI of search, quote unquote search, it's gotten almost 10 times more difficult for a content creator to get the same volume of traffic. Yeah, I've never relied on Google. I mean, if it comes through, cool. But I'm always like trying to reach people like directly through other means, like in the real world kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that means it's 10 times more difficult to generate value from ads, subscriptions, or the ego of knowing someone cares about what you created. Yeah, so, and that's the good news. It's even worse with today's AI tools. Wow, this is kind of turned to a downer, right? With OpenAI, it's 750 times more difficult to get traffic than it was with the Google of old. Damn, that's terrible. So with Anthropic, it's 30,000 times more difficult. I thought 750 times, but 30,000 times? Damn. The reason is simple. Increasingly, we aren't consuming originals, we're consuming derivatives. Damn. So you're not even going to the source. You're going to what one thing thought the source said. You know what I'm saying? So that's not good. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff. So okay, so what they're doing, so you can read all this on the site. I'm posting a link to it, so it'll be next to the recording of the video on untilit.works. I don't want to do like read the whole thing, give it my perspective. You don't go and check out the originals, and that's the whole point. Go check out the original source. That's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? So check it out. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, so that changes today, July 1st. What we're calling Content Independence Day. Cloudflare, along with the majority of the world's leading publishers and AI companies, is changing the default to block AI crawlers unless they pay creators for their content. That content is the fuel that powers AI engines. And so it's only fair that content creators are compensated directly for it. All right, makes sense to me. And now it says, but that's just the beginning. Next, we'll work on a marketplace where content creators and AI companies, large and small, can come together. And just so yes, that's the whole thing. Like when there's like the gold rush, you know what I'm saying? So if content creators are the gold and the miners are the AI bots, you know what I'm saying? The real money was made in selling the shovels and being the place where AI, where the miners, or in this case, the AI crawlers, could go and get to the gold. You know what I'm saying? With a pathway. And I think that's what Cloudflare is doing. They want to be that place where to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. So next we'll work on a marketplace where, okay, traffic was always a poor proxy for value. We think we can do better. Let me explain. So imagine an AI engine like a block of Swiss cheese. All right. New original content that fills one of the holes in the AI engine's block of cheese is more valuable than repetitive, low value content that unfortunately dominates much of the web today. So yeah, so being able to go directly to the source to be able to get it, that's pretty good. And that kind of ties into what I'm doing with my job. I'm actually not playing around. I'm researching and building like an MCP server to help developers get that use our stuff at Vonage to get the true information. You know what I'm saying? Straight from our docs, or be able to make calls with our APIs from these agents instead of asking it and it goes off somewhere, who knows where, to pull some random information that may or may not be accurate. You know what I'm saying? So this way we can kind of like direct people to the information that they're looking for at that time, and it's the most accurate information at that time. You know what I'm saying? And then being able to do things from within, like if you're in your coding editor and you have like your chat bot there and you want to do something with Vonage in some sort of way, you're able to do it there without having to go go log into your dashboard to do something or look up in the documentation. We want to keep everybody in the flow of what they're working on as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's pretty dope. All right, so yeah, so it kind of aligns with what I'm kind of doing at work. And so, yeah, check out more stuff. Happy Content Independence Day. And yeah, shouts to Cloudflare for putting this initiative. We'll see where it goes. So, let me know what you think about it. I think it's kind of an interesting concept, you know what I mean? And so, like I said, it kind of like blends with what I've been thinking, what I want to try to do for work also, to help developers develop. That's my whole job, you know what I'm saying? And so I want to make it as easy as possible for them to get that information wherever they're comfortable in getting it. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, cool. So I'm gonna get y'all back to work because again, I am trying to get some stuff done before it looks like it rains. I think it started to rain already. So I'm gonna see what I can get done, and so I can get these boxes put together. So I'm gonna send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here is one of my favorite producers of all time. It goes by the name of Nujabez. The track is featuring a Honeybee, a super dope MC. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back in like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing